Bee pin, our favorite of the Classics Collection, a real symbol of the Classics Collection, and really such an adorable little piece. This is item J436787. It's the Joan Rivers Acorn bee pin. You guys, wait until you see just how cute this little one is. Look at this enameling. The enameling on the body of this acorn really has depth and dimension. Look at the little cap of the acorn with the etching. Then you have these gorgeous citrine stones, the enameling on the leaves, the gold little body, the emerald eyes. This is as classic as it gets in terms of a bee pin, and oh, giving me all the vibes of fall. QVC price $69, gets this home, measures 1 inch by 1 5/8 of an inch. So a really great little bee pin, sort of reminiscent of our typical bee pin. So if you have one at home, then it'll measure the same. This will come with a little romance card, which we refer to as the bee story. And I do think that we might have a video of Ms. Joan Rivers talking about the bee pin and sort of what it means in the greater idea of the Classics Collection. So let's see if we can cue that up. We'll watch Joan, and we'll actually see David, the co-founder, along with Joan, who is still our lead designer and really bringing us amazing pieces starting tonight at midnight. Red carpet is rolling out here
But
at
I do
QVC.
love the story of what the bee symbolizes, because it's very meaningful and it's very motivational.
They said to my husband that Joan is too New York and she will never be anything.
Before you were famous.
I was famous on Carson. But
oh, I see. Too regional,
to
New York. Right.
And America will never like it.
Oh, interesting.
And the next year, I became the people's choice for the entire country where they voted. So my husband went and said, "You have achieved the impossible."
Oh,
and he had heard the story that the bee was built not to get up.
Aerodynamically, yeah.
Never get on a plane that looks like a bee. Don't do it. Even they promise you honey.
Right.
I don't care what they promise you.
The buzz is, this is going to be a great flight. Yeah, don't do it.
Buzz Airlines.
Buzz Airlines.
I'll pass. I think I'll walk. And but the bee gets up and pollinates the world and makes the world beautiful.
Yeah,
and I love that because it really says you can overcome anything.
I mean, if there was anybody who was more inspirational to believing in yourself, it was Joan Rivers. And in fact, if you didn't know, the word bee is Melissa in Greek. And joining us tonight at midnight will be Melissa Rivers herself for the launch of our red carpet shimmer blazer TSV. But let's talk for a couple more minutes about this fabulous bee pin. Now, I will say every bee pin in the Classics Collection, they all have these little emerald eyes. Look at that little personality that he has. I love the gorgeous enameling, the sort of idea of fall, little acorns you see falling out of the trees. This is done in such a gorgeous way, this enameling, the high polished, the gorgeous gold. Look at the depth and dimension of that enamel work. It is just so well done. And the story of the bee will be included, as I said, in a little romance card that looks like this, but it's white and it says the bee story. And it sort of succinctly says what Joan just said. Bees achieve the impossible with their unlikely physical makeup, their big bodies, their little wings, but truly, we would not be able to live without bees. They pollinate the earth. They make it possible to have all the food that we grow. So really, when Joan won that People's Choice Award, her husband, Edgar, he had such a brilliant idea, and he had made at I think it was Van Cleef & Arpels, a beautiful bee pin, which was all platinum and silver, or platinum and diamonds. And really, he's the one that gave Joan the idea that, like, you're the bee, you're the hero of your own story. So then Joan, of course, wanted to bring that. I think we've had hundreds of iterations of the bee pins. Only 250 remaining of this particular one. And once it's sold out, it's gone. They literally become collector's items. You can see them on you know, on the eBays of the world. So once you start getting these bees, You see they each have distinct personalities. This one is our Acorn bee pin, a real symbol of fall. Maybe you have somebody whose birthday's in the fall. Maybe you just love a great acorn. A beautiful rendition, the citrine stones, the emerald eyes, and then that gorgeous enameling work, and even down to that little cap on the top of that acorn. A nice bail too, so this is something that when you're not wearing it, leave it out, display it on your vanity. It'll give you that little, hopefully that little boost that you might need just to get your day going. And Lord knows we all have those days. All right, coming up, oh, more jewelry. I was about to walk away from my table, but I've got some earrings coming your way. They are the fabulous Parisian drop